Now, moving on to another person who is starting a conversation that we really should have. Now, I find it very difficult for you to toe the line between, oh, them, they're rich, I can be like them. You know, they're very successful, I want to be just like them, without knowing how they got to where they are. A lot of people don't tell you where the money came from. A lot of people just show you a little bit of their life and you assume that that's what they did in order for them to become millionaires, billionaires, whatever. But I love that KRG actually was very clear about his sources of wealth, okay? He said that he was part of the building or the construction of the SGR, in that he supplied kokoto and he supplied sand, ballast. He supplied ballast, which is kokoto, and sand to build the road all the way from Mukambani to Nairobi. Yeah. So for that reason, he ended up he got that tender and he got a lot of money. He became a millionaire through that. Obviously, it's a lot of money. Imagine supplying mchanga for SGR. How big is that thing? How much sand do they use on a daily basis? It's a lot. It really is a lot. But he then goes on to say that that is not the only money that I've had or I've been lucky to have. My grandmother, before she passed on, during the time my mother was pregnant with me, also said that whatever she has, any money, any assets, all of that that she owns will be passed down to the child my mother was carrying in her womb, and in that case it was me. And therefore, for that reason, when she passed on back in 2007, he was the person who inherited that money and immediately hit the 18-year-old mark. He obviously was given all of that, and for that reason everyone in the family respects him. Everyone pretty much, he's kind of the boss of everyone, because, well, he has all the money, right? He's the one who controls you. He who controls the money controls the power, right? So that's exactly how he got his money. And yes, he is successful musically, although for some reason you can never remember a
Is he
KRG.
successful musically?
Can you ever remember a KRG song? That's the problem. Like, he's successful in showbiz. Let's call it that.
Yes.
He's a successful showbiz person, but he's a successful entertainer, but oftentimes we never remember his songs. That's very, very funny. Like, he's made a name in music, but we never remember his music. It's hilarious. Anyway, I digress. All I'm saying is he has made his mark in the entertainment industry, and he is successful due to that. And we've obviously seen him flexing and showing off his monies and how his abilities. The other day he sent us a screenshot of the amount of money that he had, a balance of M-Pesa that he had sent people or something, and it was upwards of 1,000,000 shillings, I think. Anyway, point to the story is KRG has not made his money necessarily fully from music. He has a company that does construction or supplies, or they receive tenders from the government, and he did inherit a lot of money from his parents. So as you're over there trying to say me I want to be a rapper like KRG because I want to be a millionaire, not always.
I think that is so far the most shocking revelation of 2023, that KRG the Don is a Nepo baby. You know, for somebody who's always...
Explain Nepo baby.
A Nepo baby, it's a nepotism baby. Like,
basically, he got all
your
his
money, do you know?
favor from
Your
nepotism.
parents.
Their parents gave them, their uncles,
Exactly. A Nepo baby, KRG the Don, it's given the same vibe as the beef between 50 Cent and Ja Rule. And they were arguing about who's more gangster, you know, who's this and this and this, who's more hood. And 50 Cent is like, listen, I have been shot how many times and I survive. You cannot get more gangster than this. And Ja Rule could not defend himself. And 50 Cent called him out and said, the fact that you're even a Jehovah Witness, baby, like, you come from... You come from a stable family. You have both parents. How are you hood? And you had your father growing up, you know?
Haley Baldwin as well.
It's shocking when people put
The
out the persona
Kardashians.
of
I'm a hustler.
I'm a hustler, you know, I'm gangster, I'm from the hood. You had both parents growing up. You went to a private school. How are you gangster, you know? And even the basketball player, the recent basketball player who's been in a lot of controversy, the name is slipping me, where he went on Snapchat and he was brandishing a weapon.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he was fined. The NFL fined him a ban on 50 games. That's the heftiest ban ever. He wouldn't play for 50 games. And you'd think that, you know, his peers would be like, yeah, he's gangster, you know, don't judge him for things he does behind the scenes in the comfort of his own home. And then people are like, hold up. This boy grew up in a very average family, in a very Christian family. You know, you had both parents growing up.
Overcompensating.
Why are you trying to be gangster when you came from a very Christian background?
It's overcompensating.
Your parents took you to private school. They took you for practice for basketball.
Imagine.
They did all.
They paid coaches for you.
You have never been in the
played
hood. You know. But as an adult, you're out here trying to identify as from the hood. It's just amazing.
embarrassing.
KRG, the Don, and Nepo baby. That's just that's just insane for me. So when you do the compilation for things that happened in the year 2023, e-box, yeah, March, tunaweka KRG the Don
The
as a
Nepo
Nepo baby.